Hey guys, this is going to be just the absolute weirdest shit you've ever heard. This is not part of the historical quarrel series. This is just random tangents. I'm just trying to have fun practicing, getting better at talking in a podcast format. It's weird for me still. That first episode was super rough. It's going to probably still be rough for the next few until I really get down my jokes and everything that I want to do. Anyways, here is just a little excerpt of me practicing. And then I get into this really weird Google tangent. I mean, like, it starts off as a tangent about, like, you know, how wars just kind of start off with some petty bullshit, like goat fucking. and then I look up and I'm like, man, I was just wondering, like, man, how long ago did we start, like, goat fucking? Like, why is that, like, such a common term that I feel like everyone sadly resonates with? And then I looked it up, and now I realize. And anyways, please enjoy. I think this is funny. I hope you guys also find it funny. So I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna try and listen to this, figure out where I am the most calm. Because if I sound calm and inviting, it's easier for people to listen to. They're not gonna just, like, hop on, hear the first few things that I say and be like, he sounds like he's gonna cry any minute. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him? So I'm gonna change positions here quite a bit. There's a few different ways I can go about this. Primarily, it's probably best if I keep the mic about right here, length's way away from me. And then I'll just fucking go with it, because I do this for fun. I'm not doing this just to, like, get famous. I'm doing this because I'm bored and I need to do research on the book I'm writing anyways, and that book involves me studying a lot of war tactics, and so we're going to be learning about war and about stupid petty conflicts that we went into in history just because, like, some leader was like, hey man, you fucked my goat, and they were like, no, I didn't. And then they see the condom left by the goat, and they're just like, okay, who fucked my goat? Okay, like, if you didn't, there's a condom there. Someone fucked the goat. And one of y'all bitches is about to tell me, if you don't, I'm gonna send, not myself, but, like, all of my men to go, like, fight all of your men. And, you know, just because I can. Because someone fucked my goat, so fuck you guys. And then, like, if that guy doesn't actually start the war, the other guy is going to be like, well, you accused me of fucking your goat. So, now I'm going to send all my men to start a war with you because you accused me and that you called me a goat fucker. And I didn't like that. I just didn't appreciate that. So I'm going to make thousands of young men die on my behalf because of a word you called me. Because it's the principle. And then you just kind of, like, get into it later, and then people are, like, pissed at that guy for sending their people to go fucking die in a stupid petty war like that. So then it escalates even more, and then there's internal conflict, and that's how you get more civil wars, and just back and forth, and it's all because some guy decided to fucking go, and they're too ashamed to admit it was them. You know, they probably heard it from, like, one of their friends that was like, hey man, you ever tried it? And they're like, tried what? Goat puss. And the guy's like, ew, gross. No, of course not. But then their friend's like, dude, just like the real thing. And then he's like, really? And then his friend's like, yeah, just like the real thing. You won't even be able to tell the difference. Like, that good. And so then he actually goes and tries it, and he's like, oh man, that was good. And he kind of keeps doing it, but then he starts noticing he gets lumps on his dick, and so that's why the first new condom was invented, you know, like, back then. Then he fucks to go with the condom, and then the king guy at that point, but he had heard about the condom, was like, whoa, why is there a condom by the goat? What the hell? That's my favorite goat. And then, it really was, like, one of his, like, buddies that just, like, you just couldn't say anything. It was like, He was like his cousin or something, and he's just like in the background while the king's like yelling at this other country, and the whole time he's like, fuck, shit. If he knows it was me, he's gonna behead me. And you know, like, so that just gets like all he just like lets thousands of people die just to kind of keep his shame. Probably like his life. So you know what? Kind of fair. At the same time, he shouldn't be fucking goats. Super gross. God, yeah, a bunch of goat fuckers back then, man. Just so many people. I mean, like there's a fucking reason we learned how to get milk out of those animals. So, people were doing nasty ass shit. Like, they had to have been. It wasn't just survival. We have always been disgusting. And you know what? That's a good thing. Alright, so I decided to just fucking look it up. Bestiality in history. This shit started like over 25,000 years ago, apparently. There's plenty of cave paintings which show sex with animals moving forward. There's 7th century BC cave painting showing a man's penis being inserted to a vagina/anus of a donkey. So it was the donkey first, not the goat. So it was donkey fucking and then goat fucking. King Hammurabi, who lived between 1955 to 1913 BC, stated that anyone engaging in bestiality should be killed. He was fucking right. Like, oh my god, I can't believe like that had to be stated. Like, that must have been like happening so often that Hammurabi felt like it was necessary to state like, hey, fucking don't. God, it must really feel like the real fucking thing. Like, holy shit, that's so crazy. Anyways, 13th century BC, the Hittites had rules about which animals you could have sex with. Oh my god. They're like, hey, so you can have sex with these animals, and these ones are going to be forbidden, and we'll kill you guys if you have sex with these ones. But like, these animals, go ahead, fuck them, you know? Like, it's good shit. God damn, dude. In ancient China, men were having sex with geese. Oh my god, really? Just before orgasm, they'd break their necks, causing the cloacal sphincter to constrict and spasm and clap down on their penises. Oh my god, no way! Dude! The practice was also present much later in Parisian brothels using turkeys. Holy fuck. Dude, we are so gross. Oh my god. Like, I'm not making this shit up. Like, then again, I am getting this just off of like WordPress, so who knows how accurate this shit is. But I mean, this sounds pretty believable, so let's just go with it, okay? In ancient Egypt, we find bestiality recorded in hieroglyphics, and some rulers had a reputation for animal sex. Despite it being punishable, it's known that men had sex with cattle and other large domesticated animals, and women had sex with dogs. No. Oh my god, dude. Rulers just had a reputation for doing it. It was that common practice, guys. Like, that's so fucking crazy. Okay, let's continue. Egyptians are reported to have mastered the art of sexual congress with they fucked crocodiles, dude. No way. This was accomplished by turning the creature onto its back, rendering it incapable of resisting penetration. No. Oh my god, they raped the crocodiles, dude. No wonder they hate us. Oh my god. Oh, dude, this form of copulation was believed to bring prosperity and restore the potency of men. Oh man, it's so sad. Those poor crocodiles. No fucking way, dude. Holy shit. In ancient Greece, we find mythology featuring sex between animal and human, such as Leda and the Swan, in the story of Pasiphae, or Pasiphae, I can't pronounce the name, who cares, who fell in love with the bull. She hid inside a wooden cow and copulated with the... Oh my god. She fucking catfished a bull into having sex with her. What the fuck, dude? Bestiality took place during religious ceremonies and celebrations, and we have explicit imagery of men and women having sex with animals. It was believed that bestiality was a cure for nymphomaniacs, as was the case in ancient Egypt, and unusually bestiality was never punishable by death in ancient Greece. Fucking Hammurabi had it right, man. How? They had it right like 1,000 years before them. It degraded into that. How the shit? Oh man, that is disgusting. Okay, in Rome, we again find bestiality in mythology and is widely practiced amongst shepherds. Yep. Okay, here's the sheep and goat fucking. Women were known to keep snakes that were trained to coil around their thighs and slide past the lips of their vulva, in keeping with other awful amusements. That is disgusting. That is scary to me. They also admitted the idea of animals raping women for so-called entertainment. Oh, that's horrible. At the start of the Roman Empire, bestiality was only illegal in the case of sodomy, but it was later distinguished from sodomy and made punishable by death. Thank God. Okay, that's good. As Christianity grew, the Bible and other teachings started to have more influence over societal attitudes. It was taught that man must conquer his beast instinct in order to be closer to God, that sex with animals would upset the natural order of things, and that Satan may appear as a beast, thus tricking you into sleeping with the devil. Wow. Holy fuck. For it to become, like, normalized bad, people had to think that they were going to be tricked into fucking Satan. Which is like, why would Satan come to you in the form of a beast anyways? He would totally appear to you in the form of, like, the hot, like, whatever you desire, right? Like, man, you want like some gorgeous chick, he's gonna be a gorgeous chick, or she. It could be she. Who knows? I mean, you know, like, who knows if they're real? Anyways, so, but that's just fucking crazy that it took that long for at least that culture, like for the Romans and shit. That's wild. They're also saying they'd like to make a note that in early Christian church, sex with a Jew was considered to be a form of bestiality and was punished accordingly. That's awful. Wow. That's terrible. Oh my God. Okay. Briefly looking at other religious views, we find that for Hebrews, sex with animals was a form of worshipping other gods and hence heretic. The human and the animal would be killed. Good. Well, maybe not the animal, but good that they killed the human, honestly, because that's just fucking gross. Amongst Hindus, bestiality was common. No way. Oh, God. Okay, here we go again. With betrayals appearing in temples, sex with an animal was thought to be sex with a god, incarnated in the form of an animal. I guess that's probably why the Greeks did it, too, because they were like, oh, man, I'm getting to fuck Zeus. Cool. Sex with an animal, sex with a sacred cow or monkey was said to bring good fortune. Okay, let's read this quote. Tantrism often portrays a man as a rabbit, bull, or horse, and the woman as a doe, mare, or female elephant. And among the supernatural powers promised to practitioners of various yogic disciplines are those by which a person could become a beast, so that he could have sex with an animal, and thereby experience sex in totality. My God. This is from Militiski. I don't know who that's from, so that's the quote, though, guys. Under Islamic law, the penalty for bestiality is death. Good. And in ancient times, the man and beast would be stoned to death. Good. But the beast didn't deserve it. So, you know, they had it half right. Moving back to Christianity, bestiality was a crime against God. Good. To a crime against the animal, and the human engaging in it was reducing themselves to the level of beasts. Generally, however, in the 6th century Europe, animals were viewed as objects, which meant that bestiality was no worse than masturbation. Oh my God, no. That's so bad. Although that in itself was a Christian sin by this point. Also bad. Fucking, it's normal. God. In the Middle Ages, bestiality was widespread and accepted, and even thought to be healthy and a cure for many diseases. The Christian church was very concerned about this and the potential for the devil to appear to a man in animal form, and hence bestiality could lead to half-demon babies. No. Okay. Laws against it became to appear, and the role of the animal shifted. They were seen less as an object, and hence a masturbation tool, and more as an active partner. Hence, the animal was as guilty as the human. No! At this time in history, animals were put on trial in the same way that humans were and could be hung for their crimes. Oh my god! They have no idea what's happening to them! That's awful! Even if not found guilty, you couldn't use the animal as food because of a belief that bestiality left something human in the animal. I mean, yeah, probably their cum, like, oh man. Hence, to eat it would run the risk of cannibalism. No! Oh my god, no! I mean, fuck, man. I've never wanted to be, like, a vegetarian more than, like, while reading this. Like, I'm kind of getting it, but mostly because these animals are just getting raped. Like, this is terrible. I'm only laughing because it's just wild how fucking ridiculous this was back in the day. In the Renaissance era, there was an active prosecution of people engaging in sex with animals. And the high point of bestiality trials coincided with the high point of the witch hunts. Okay, I mean, good that we're, really getting rid of bestiality at this point, but holy shit. Witch hunts, man, those are crazy. In the UK, in 1533, bestiality became a felony without benefit of clergy and was described that as detestable. Alright, and abdominal vice, so much so that it was the sin that wouldn't be named. Okay, good. Committing this atrocious crime was not just breaking the law of the country, but was breaking the law of God, the natural order of things. This concern with the human-animal boundary has also been used to explain medieval Europeans' fear of werewolves and their preoccupation with monsters and mythical beasts. Margot de Mello. The sudden change in attitudes to bestiality came when assumptions about humanity were threatened and the categories of human and animal crept closer and closer because they're just like, oh wait, like, we're pretty similar to them, I'm guessing. They're like, holy shit, maybe we're like, I don't know, we're also animals. We're just really smart animals. This meant that animals became a threat to the boundary between man and beast, and bestiality could obliterate this line altogether. Evidence such as the pig man, said to be born in Brussels in 1564, the pig-faced woman from Holland in the 1600s, showed that sex with animals would create half-human, half-beast creatures. This would pollute the human species and thus was considered very dangerous. I have a feeling that's not real. There's like no way, right? Like, I might have to research this later. If you guys enjoyed this, like, kind of like mini episode, because this isn't going to be like part of like the main historical quarrel series. This is just kind of, I'm just having fun. It was because of the concern over procreation that penetration was an important aspect of any trial. Without it, there was no crime. I mean, you can still rape and, molest an animal. That's okay. Whatever. All right. Anyways, moving on. Punishment of bestiality wasn't just a UK movement. Between 1635 and 1778, Sweden executed over 700 people for sex with animals. No way, dude. 700 people during that time. I guess that's a long-ass time period, but god damn, that is so many. In Massachusetts, in 1642, Thomas Granger was accused of buggery with a mare, a cow, 2 goats, 5 sheep, 2 calves, and a turkey. No! What? In 1679, a woman and a dog were hanged together for bestiality. That dog didn't deserve it. That woman did. Fuck that. God damn. Okay, it was also illegal in France, but was decriminalized in 1810. Why? Back in England, however, in 1821, a law called for the death penalty for sodomy with man or beast. Okay, with man, fucked up, beast, get it. This cobbling of homosexuality and bestiality is found echoing through history. In 1861, the sentence was reduced to life in prison. It took until 2002 for this to be reduced to a 2-year sentence. I hope it's not still for man as well. Like, I mean, like, fuck, man. What if you want your wife to peg you? Like, shit can feel good sometimes. Like, no judge.
There have been a flurry of laws recriminalizing sex with an animal since 2000, but this time around as an animal welfare issue. Good. Rather than a moral, religiously driven one. Great. The recent law that came into force in Denmark, for example, was passed from pressure by animal rights groups and to discourage animal sex tourism. Dude, Denmark had animal sex tourism? What the fuck? I'm gonna have to Google that later. My God. Okay. Yeah, so humans have had like a huge history with bestiality. Holy shit. That's fucking wild, guys. Like, if you don't think that's wild, you're kind of gross. Like, having sex with animals is so wrong, dude. Like, it's so fucked up. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I don't know, just fucking random tangent hour, not even hour, random tangent time with Tyler. That's what we'll call it. Random tangents with Tyler. Fucking gross, man. I can't believe for how long, and like we had it right so early on, and then people are just like, nah, I want to fuck this goat. Like, God damn, dude. Anyways, thanks. Please share this with your friends, because everybody likes learning how gross humans were with animals. It's a great time. Thank you. Bye.